Hey everyone, I'm wearing my pineapple shirt! Today is the feast day of Mary Magdalena, and I wanted to say a few words because she is such an inspiring figure to me. You know, in an age when women were not valued, and we might say, well, they're not valued today. Well, in that age, they were really undervalued, and she was able to establish herself as a memorable figure for over 2,000 years because she was steadfast in her devotion to the light, right? In her devotion to love, in her devotion to the teachings of the way, which is what the disciples went out and taught. That was what it was called, the teachings of the way, which were about love. Love your neighbor, love God, love the one. So also, she was maligned for so many years, including the Catholic Church taking her out of the position of apostle of the apostles down to a prostitute, which was never true, and they later redacted that, but the damage had already been done. Here she was, this high level figure, and even Peter says, he loved you more than any of us. It was true. He did. Like, she got it. She integrated the teachings. She was a high level initiate. And I think one thing that it just calls us to do, her example calls us to do, is reestablish, where am I in alignment with truth, with what's true for me? And your truth doesn't have to be the same as mine, or the same as your mother's, or the same as anyone else's. But where am I living in alignment with what's true? And where do I let my mind, notice I point to the heart when I say with what's true, where do I let my mind take me into all the other stuff, which is fear, which is negativity, which is making one person wrong and the enemy, and like, is that in alignment? And that's all. It's a constant check-in. Am I serving ego or spirit? That one question, if you allow that to guide your life, it's gonna take so much off your plate and bring so much fulfillment. To me, those two words, contentment, and fulfillment, are huge. Are you content? If not, the mind has led you into a place where it's not fulfilling. All right, post your comments below if you want to go on a deep journey. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about, one more thing, is Magdalena was a title. Biblical scholars actually recognize that Magdalena means great, like a great one, an elevated one. A lot of people interpret it as tower. I mean, that's a nice interpretation too, like a lighthouse, like a beacon. Okay, so Magdalena was a title that was given based on achievement of a high level initiate knowledge. And where I'm going to take people on a journey, a Magdalena journey. If you are interested, comment below. You can also reach out to me on my website, clarityspace.com or .org. And I'm super excited. It's one of the things I'm the most excited about these days, is teaching you ancient, effective, high-level practices. These are not made up 3 years ago. These were not made up last week. These are from 2,000 and 4,000 years ago, right? Like, why did they last that long? Because they work. Because they help you. Because they integrate your energies, and super stoked to share that. So if you're interested, comment below or reach out at clarityspace.org.